So it's a few weeks ago now that we've sown lettuce seed, so a few of you are probably ready to be planting out. Now I'm going to be planting out my head of lettuce into the polytunnel, but that's absolutely fine to go into a container as well. So the method you see me doing, just do that into one container for a head of lettuce. You can also do your cut and come again lettuce, so you can put a few seedlings in a container for cut and come again. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to plant it out there. So I had a bit of an incident with my head of lettuce seedlings. Out of 6 I only have 2 left, and that's because a cat ate them. This cat actually, who's decided she wants to come join me for today's video. So I did start again, and I've sown some more, but they're a little bit more behind. I've just watered them, so they're looking a bit limp there, but they'll perk up. But these 2 are ready to be planted out. One of them grew much larger than the other, and as you can see, there's 4 or 5, maybe even 6 true leaves. So when seedlings first emerge, you'll see, you know, two little leaves come out. But then later the true leaves start to grow, so you can see it is quite different. So this is definitely ready to be planted out. Probably could have done it last week even. And you can see it probably isn't picking up very well in the video, but there are roots coming out the bottom. I'm not sure if it's in the bottom of this one too. Yeah, you can kind of vaguely see them. This one's much smaller, but still ready to be planted out because it has at least 4 true leaves there. So I'm going to be planting these out into a raised bed in a polytunnel. You can also plant them outside in March, and you just might need to protect from frost with a fleece or something if you know, March does have frosty weather sometimes. And these I'm just going to grow on a bit longer. So for planting the head of lettuce into a raised bed, you'd make a hole, and the hole just needs to be big enough to fit the toilet roll. And you want to keep the leaves above the soil level. I'm doing it one-handed here, so it's a bit tricky, but I've put the toilet roll in, and I'm slowly putting the soil around the plant, making sure that the leaves remain above the soil line, so they're not being buried under the soil. I'm just pressing it gently in, and as you can see, I've spaced them out about 15 centimetres there. For the cut and come again lettuce then, again I'm showing you the roots there, clear sign that it's ready, and there's 2 or 3 seedlings in there and a good few leaves. I've got my pot, and I know I'm going to put 3 toilet rolls worth of seedlings in here, so I've made 3 rough holes. I take the toilet roll then, and here I'm just positioning them in to get a vague idea of how they're going to go in. You don't have to be exact or anything, but it's good to get an idea. And I'm kind of pushing them into the hole, and I'm going to put the soil in around them then. So again, very gently, and I'm doing it one-handed here, so you'll have 2 hands hopefully, and just, you know, put the soil in around them, firm them in, and this should be your finished product. Just give them a bit of water then. Now that you've planted out, and if your plants are outside, you may have a problem with slugs, almost certainly, in fact. What I tend to do is I plant a few plants with the idea that some will be eaten by the slugs, but sometimes if you do it in a circle, they'll eat everything in the outer circle but leave the stuff in the middle. So I find the best method with slugs is to give them a bit of food and keep the rest for yourself. So just leave those plants to grow and establish themselves and produce more leaves, and I'll do another video closer to the time when you might start harvesting. If anyone has any questions, feel free to comment on the video, and please do follow our Facebook page, which is Knocknaheeny Hollyhill Community Garden, and our Niche Health Project Facebook page, and see you again.